All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to
Hawa
Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem,
Ba'Hashem,
Yahushua,
Ba'Hashem,
Ba'Hashem, Hakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in our truth and sincerity to you. We say shalom.
Shalom.
All right. So pretty much, in this lesson, wanted to speak on this adultery situation that went on in IUIC, and just speak on the topic of adultery, as a whole, and why the Most High, looks down, heavily upon this act. All right, because this is a very, a destructive thing that has been made normal and cool amongst the nation of Israel, man. All right, and us coming into this truth, this is one of the ways of the world that we're supposed to put off, man, because this is a sin, all right, that is worthy unto death, man. And like I said, the Most High, all right, he vehemently despises adultery and those that commit in this act, man. You want to say something real quick?
No, you got it, bro. I got a precept though. Did you want to play the videos first?
Matter of fact, you play it. Read that first.
This is Sirach 25 and 2. 3 sorts of men my soul hateth, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that dotheth.
Right. So pretty much, the Lord, as we know, He hates. All right, for these people in the world that think that the Lord is all love, but the Lord, it said He hates 3 things, man. He said a poor man that's proud. What's the other one?
A rich man that is a liar.
A rich man that is a liar, and an adulterer that dotheth, man. All right, and pretty much, adultery. This is a wicked, foul, act that a person can do. All right, a man and woman can do, because this act is a very destructive thing, and so, like I said, us being born again into this truth, this is one of the aspects of this world that we're supposed to put off, because adultery in the world is pretty much accepted. It's a thing that's like a badge of honor, and it's uplifted here, man. But in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, He hates that, man. All right, so what he had with this situation, that went on in IUIC, all right, this is an example of why the elders and apostles, stressed about keeping the church, separated, as far as like the scriptures say, the woman is supposed to learn at home, and the men, all right, who are the true, prophets and teachers of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, of this word, all right, we're supposed to congregate together and keep the women, and their worship separate, man. Because as we know, all right, when women are in the mix, confusion, arises in, man. All right, that's exactly what has happened amongst IUIC, and has been rumored to been happening. This isn't the first case, and it certainly won't be the last one, man. You got something else?
Yes, this 1 Corinthians 14:34. Let your woman keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. So, of course, you have some women believers, but they're supposed to be in the background,
Right.
While brothers are conversing, and not in the forefront, not all, buddies. There's a order and way of doing things, and IUIC, just as you can see through the examples, are out of order. Because as you read up in the chapter, the Most High is not the author of confusion, and what came about this whole situation, this recent event, is a case of just confusion, great confusion.
Right.
It shows a lack of, a lack of honor amongst the leadership, and the lack of, what is it called? Not honor, so forth, as integrity, as basically the structure of how they're doing things is out of order.
Right.
So a woman is really supposed to really stay away. Here at Great Millstone, like you said, brothers going to our apostles and elders have led a great example. Brothers have been, in the truth for some years now, had their wives for years now. Some brothers haven't even met brothers' wives. Don't even know their names.
Nor do we want to.
Yeah, nor do we want to, nor have we even ever glanced at them before. You see?
Yeah, but this is an example of like you said, poor leadership because
Yeah, poor leadership.
Bishop Nate, he was at One West back with Apostle Har and the other elders, apostles, and bishops, man. So they remember how they was told unto us of how the old school pretty much went crazy because it was women amongst the midst, and there was a bunch of adultery going on, a bunch of sexually transmitted diseases that was being passed around those people that was back in the One West school. So coming out of that, this is why the apostles and the elders stress so much about keeping the congregation separate. Right? Like the scripture commanded. All right, the women they stay at home, man. So this example of what we're about to show you what happened at IUIC is a misfortune that Bishop Nate and the rest of his leadership allowed to happen through the temptation of chance. All right.
Let me look at it. There should be two names on it. Yep, put that on the screen. So, this is Brother Asshole and Sister Hole. I didn't say that. I said Asshole. Asshole. That's what I'm going to call him. Brother Asshole and Sister Ahola. Ahola is one of the sisters we just read about in Ezekiel 23. These are two members in IUIC. Go back to the first one now, or the second one, Canada. So we're going to talk about Brother Asshole. A-Z-O. I'm not saying the word. So now, Brother Asshole, as you can see at the top, he's married. That's his lovely wife on the left. Sister Ahola, on the bottom left, is married to Brother so-and-so. Okay? Now, give me the next one. What happened? This all took place during men's conference. Officer Liam, can you read this? Yes, sir. Now, Brother Asshole is the one in the blue. The sister is the one in black on the left. These are text messages. Go ahead.
So she said, "You so nasty. My ass went straight to sleep after I sent that last message. LOL. LOA, babe. I really am, and I'll talk you through that shit. Y'all good, though? OMG, I would love that. No cap. Yeah, we good, though. Why you ask? When are y'all leaving today? Finna head out now. I'm gonna hop in the shower, mama. And hell, here, I can make you come hard as F.
So remember, this is Brother Asshole who's married talking to another brother's wife in the same congregation. Go ahead, next one.
Babe, cause I wanna be with you bad as fuck. Don't be smoking no garbage, haha. And yeah, I was the one told him we was peeping Tom. I don't know, I really want to be the one in your life. Never.
Now, Brother Asshole just had a baby, by the way.
You so nasty, my ass went straight to sleep after I sent that last message. Kisses. Why you can't make it come again?
Then he got the tongue, the squirt thing. Good.
Yep. You so nasty, my ass went straight to sleep after I sent that last message.
Good. Now, top right corner was during the men's conference, he went to the bathroom and took a picture of his penis and sent it to her. Then went and sat down to her next to her husband, talking about shalom, Mark. Shalom. Men's conference. He went to the bathroom and took a picture of his penis and sent it to her. Then went and sat down to her next to her husband, talking about shalom, Mark. Shalom.
And then you can watch the rest of the video. The elder Karate Zaba up in Baltimore. His page Holy Biblical Bible Defenders. Holy Bible Defenders. You can find the rest of this video. But this shows you, the complete mess, that IUIC has allowed, to take place amongst their congregation, which shows you that, everything that goes on over there, it just shows the disobedience, man, the disorder, because they're not operating under the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Shai like they claim, man. Mm-hmm. All right.
I like a discernment. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, because discernment will let you know, like, look, from past experience, Nate, this, happened before in the old school, man. Women and men can't be, congregated in a big area like that. That's a breeding ground for adultery to happen, man. Because if you understand women, you know that women are hypergamous, man. So you assigning, men and women, to be together and whatnot, because they do the marriages over there. What you expect when you're going to see these women, all right, eyeballing these other men, and vice versa, man. All right, they're going to be conspiring, all right, to get with each other, and they already got prior situations going on, man. And just one quick thing before I'm gonna read this first, and I'll go to that. This is 1 Corinthians 14:40. It says, "Let all things be done decently and in order." All right, and the in order thing that could have been done to prevent, all right, this situation and others from happening, all right, is to leave for you brothers, man. Leave your wives at the house, man. All right, don't be having your woman all up in the presence of other brothers, man. Because hey, you don't never know, what brother is, battling temptation like that to where that could happen, man. All right, but we pray that Yahweh Shema Shai, keeps that adulterous spirit away from us. But to even mitigate that, don't even bring your woman around, man. That's how you quell all that before it even gets started, man.
Yeah, I got this in the. I got a precept. Sure.
Go ahead.
This is a Sirach 9:8. It says, "Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty." Scripture said, "When thou gettest a wife, thou gettest a possession. Another's beauty is another man's wife." It says, "For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman." A story of Judith is a good example of that.
And Sarah.
Yeah. "For herewith love is kindled as a fire." Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine. Giving another woman a hug, that's off. Best, ever since we came to Israel, I have never, the Lord has never, that's just not, that does not come to another brother's mind. Let me salute this brother and give his wife a hug.
Now, just to, be, what's the word I want to use? To bring clarity to that as well, because you do have, certain brothers whose wives, are friendly like that. But like I said, you can let that be known to her. All right, you gotta mitigate it. But certain brothers, their relationships is like that.
Yeah, friend. Like I understand what you're saying. This is a Sirach 9:9. It says, "Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not the money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire fall into destruction." You want to speak on it?
You got it.
So like brothers going into, you never know what another person is dealing with. Mental struggles. Here it is. You getting tipsy with the woman, drinking all types of wine. You're
Recipe for disaster.
It's a recipe for a disaster. Wine and women make men of understanding to fall away.
Right.
There's plenty of scriptures how beautiful women. And here it is. We're in a society where you glaze upon a woman. You've been programmed to want to sleep with her.
Yeah.
That's society. That's how you've been brought up in this culture. And just because you put on, the fringes and border blue, isn't gonna desensitize that programming. Only the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna get that out of your system.
And a couple points just off of what you just said. This IUIC example was exactly what you just said, because, like brother's been saying, that dude went to the bathroom. You're gonna take that picture, lifted his shirt, we had the fringes on it, and still took that picture and sent it to that man's wife, man. So that shows you the fringes don't make you righteous, man.
I got a precept. You got something?
Yeah, go ahead. I got to get the charger real quick.
This is Sirach 23, and I'm sorry, verse 18. "A man that breaketh wedlock saith thus in his heart, Who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness, the walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins." You know, and it says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. So, someone who has the willingness to commit wedlock, commit adultery, you have this mindset that as long as the congregation don't find out, as long as her man don't find out,
Right.
then I'm going to be good, but that man doesn't consider that Yahweh Shema Shai is seeing everything. And why do you think you have cases, these S to the capital T to the D's, being rampant here in Babylon the Great? All of these major cities, they're hitting high, all-time high numbers. Why is that? Because this spirit of adultery is all through Babylon the Great.
It's rampant, man. So, in the truth, it's supposed to be that spirit is supposed to be far away from you. But as we know, man, these demons are still out here, and they're getting brothers and sisters, man. All right, but I got two precepts. There was two things that we had made mention of earlier, but off of what you just said, this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not. Oh, slacken, not this one. Proverbs 6 and 32. This is what I wanted.
Yeah.
It says, "But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul." Because, like you said, for you to have that spirit on you, well, as long as brothers don't find out, as long as the husband don't find out, I'll be good. But like you said, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So the Lord is seeing your thoughts, man. That's why the scriptures tell you, you want to grab that real quick. Where a man looketh upon a woman, he committed adultery.
Yeah, in his heart.
Yeah, because see, the church will use that scripture as a means to where you're not supposed to look at any woman. Period. No, that's not what that means, man. Because these women are out here, all right, to be eye candy for men. That's why he gave them the curves, man. That's why he gave them the pretty faces, the long hair, the pretty feet. For brothers that's into that, man. Whatever features that you see that you're attracted to. That's why the Lord gave women that, man. Because you mentioned earlier, all right, women are our possessions, man. All right, so that's not the point of you not looking on women, but the society has made this to where we're so deprived of women, to where we're programmed to see these women sexually before we actually want to get to know them for who they are, man. All right, but the point being about but whoso committed adultery with a woman lack of understanding, because you don't realize that you're destroying a union when you commit adultery, man. All right, that man and woman, they're bound together. Okay, when they lay down with each other, they become one flesh, man. All right, so when you destroy, it's like when you lay down with that woman who already has a situation, you have now broken that union between her and her husband, because now you have introduced another spirit into that woman. All right, that's going to clash with the spirit that's already on her from her man.
Mm-hmm. Because keep reading.
No, go ahead.
I'll bring my point when we read this.
All right, so the point being is you lack understanding because you don't understand the ramifications of what that has done. Because what if that family has children? Mm-hmm. Now you have made that man and that woman to be at odds, which is going to destroy a whole household, because a man's not going to want to be with a woman that has stepped out on him, man. Because like I said, it's a whole different spirit on that woman. So now you have broken up that family, which is going to affect the kids, and just the whole situation is messed up now, man. That's Plus all the wickedness that you've brought into Israel now, man. But you got it, Slacky.
Yeah, because we understand that a woman, is only supposed to be with one man, her entire life. And you see how messed up, this so-called dating scene is, how messed up just society is in general when it deals with the man and woman being together.
That's right.
A lot of that has to do with the woman being with multiple husbands.
Right.
Multiple men. That's why they have such mental disclarity, right? Why they have such their hormones are all off, they're all in balance.
Right.
Like everything, they're basically battling with demons in their minds from those other spirits, from those other men.
Yeah, because the science came out and said that women retain the DNA of every man that she sleeps with, man. So like the brother said, you got multiple spirits that's clashing in this woman's mind, and her body because she has been an adulterer. But this is the society that has bred these women now, man. All right, to be whores, man, and for these niggas to go and sleep with these whores if she got whether she has a man or not, man.
Yeah, this is St. Matthew's 5:27. Ye have heard it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, have committed adultery with her already in his heart.
And that's why I said earlier the Christian church will try to flip that to make it seem like it's wrong to look upon a woman, which that verse actually means to look at a woman who has a husband and fantasize about what you want to do with her, knowing that she has a man.
Mm-hmm.
That's really why women aren't even supposed to be walking out about like how they are, man, because you don't know if that woman has a man or not at home. So this is why this society it breeds adultery.
That's
all
why.
right.
That's why I like dealing with those text messages. Even if they didn't do anything, just the conversation alone, is a transgression in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because why are you talking like that? So like brother's going into, this is a serious offense. Here it is. We're supposed to be the Lord's woman. We're supposed to be adorning ourselves in a certain manner, and we're supposed to have that understanding that if a woman steps out on her husband, or you sleep with another man's woman, that's like it's likened unto you serving another God in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right. So that's at the point at the end of the day you're supposed to remember, like, look, man, the women are in abundance. That's another reason why Babylon has fucked up these men out here, because Babylon has put you in a scarce mentality to where you think that you need to go smash another man's woman because there's not enough women out here. When women outnumber men 7-1, man, it's 6 other women other than that one woman that you got your eyes set on. You find out she has a man, but like I said, it's a badge of honor in this society for a man to go and smash on another man's woman, not realizing that, look, when you really think about that shit is homosexual, man. Because when you sit and really think about the things that a man does with his woman, why would you want to go and do that? Because whether she's with another man or not, or she's had other men in the past, you got all type of nasty shit that have been done to that woman, man. And these niggas just want to just go fucking and everything, man. You know? That shit is wicked, man. This society has bred exactly what I'm about to read. This is Amos 7:17.
Yeah, that's right.
You got that?
Yeah.
It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. And that, like I said, our women have become harlots in the street, man. Because this whole, effery, fuckery mentality has polluted the minds of Israel to where, like I said, you got these men out here just fucking all these women up, and then these women that fucked up mentality don't know how to find a real man, and so they just get slowed out, man. Because one point I want to make off of what Bishop Nate did say that was off. That he said, the guy that was in the blue text, how he's married to a woman, and then the woman in the black text, how she's married to a man. So the adultery of what he tried to point out was trying to shame him because he went and got some box outside of his marriage. All right, the point of him being in the wrong was that he slept with another man's woman, but the fact that he was so-called married and he went and got another woman, that's not going off, man. Because we as men, we can have multiple women. That's in our law, man. Polygyny is biblical, man. All right. So, with that being said, as I said earlier, it's 7 women to 1 man. All right. So, men, you can go and deal with other women, and that's not adultery. That's what the church will tell you. That's adultery. You stepping out of your marriage. But a man can do that. A woman cannot do that, man. All right. So I just want to put that out there real quick. And there's various scriptures we can go to verify that too, man. But that's beyond the point. All right. Yes, so those.
You want to wait on that Numbers, the 5th chapter?
You want to bring that out? I just had that in case we went into that.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Nah. Well, I'll read this. This is Exodus 20:17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his maidservants, nor his manservants, nor his maidservants, nor his oxen, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Oh, you said wife twice.
Oh, yeah, I meant house.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not
Yeah, we
covet
did
thy
get what I was
neighbor's house.
Yeah.
This is Exodus 20:17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservants, nor his maidservants, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Right, because see, the Lord made everything into abundance to where a man can get, things for himself. You don't have to go and covet another man's, property, man. And that's another byproduct of America that has, sank its way into black culture, man. All right, being covetous, man. Niggas take a culture off of robbing and stealing. All right, taking another man's woman, man. You actually have that amongst the music that's pushed heavily, man. Like you got that nigga Trey Songz, Mr. Steal Your Girl. You got this nigga Drake, who, matter of fact, since the Spirit got this motherfucker on, on top.
Yeah, may say one thing. The scripture say, there's nothing more wicked than a covetous man. You know? You got it.
Let's play this real quick.
What do you have to say about Drake? Check it out. So what does Drake do right now? The one idea.
Because just the reason why I'm playing this, because, just for edification's sake, this is what it has, what has been ingrained amongst black culture so much so to where when you come into the truth and you start to realize why Yahweh Shemi Shai has such a strong stance on certain topics, this adultery topic is so heavy because look at the ramifications of what, not checking this, does to people, man. As we're going to listen to, we had this whole situation with this, Drake, Kendrick Lamar beef or whatnot, which we know it was all fake or whatnot, but at the end of the day, you can use edification from, what was done here, what was said here, to help flip the point home, man.
Yeah, because before we start, because just dealing with, this, like, Jake is a prominent celebrity amongst, Israel. So people look at him as an idol. They worship him, the things that he do.
Good point.
So here it is. If, this man who you worship is doing acts of adultery and doesn't see it as anything as wrong, why would you see it as anything wrong?
That's true.
Can you talk to the average Jake who is in the spirit of committing adultery, sleeping with another man's woman? Oh, these women, they'll blame it on the women, how these women ain't nothing. True. These women are shameless. Why? If there was a problem, then why would she let me hit? But it's just like there's fault on both sides. That's why the penalty is both of them get put to death. You see?
Oh, get that real quick.
God, I get that.
Because that's, like I said, that is strict from the get-go, man. Real quick before you get there, this is Exodus 20:14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Plain and simple. That's the 10 Commandments. Because, Jake act like they don't know, any of God's laws. So we'll give you, out of the 613, we'll narrow it down to the 10 Commandments. So you can have that. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Plain and simple, man. All right, and what we're about to read is the penalty if you commit adultery, man.
Yep, this is Leviticus 20:10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall be put to death.
Right, the adulterer and the adulteress shall be put to death. It's like it together, because it takes two people to tango, man. All right, like you said, the example, you got a lot of these Jake that be into that will blame the woman, but you as the man, you're the aggressor, you're the penetrator. So the woman, that's why you have the Deuteronomy 22 law, man.
Yeah, I was thinking, I couldn't remember if it was Deuteronomy or Leviticus.
The Deuteronomy 22, as far as what the issue of grape, all right? Because, you have situations where men do force themselves on women, and there's a law to handle how that goes, man. But at the end of the day, you can't blame all the blame on the woman, because it's the men, all right, that are choosing to do this, man. You could have, what they call, meat control, to not, not go and just fuck everything, man. So this is why the Lord has, the penalty of death that's going to happen for the man and the woman, because that those deaths are examples into the rest of the congregation, because you're supposed to bring those people to the front to where all Israel can see them and stone them and put them to death, so that all that see that judgment know not to do that, man. All right, it instills fear, but we live in a society to where there's no judgment. All right, and this is actually pushed upon our people to where we understand as being, judges in training. This is what happens when this grievous sin is left unchecked, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was Drake should drop a song on BBL Drizzy. Yeah, he's a hit. And BBL Drizzy is a hit. And then I saw FA post this, and FA was like, he should just flip BBL to Bad Bitches Love Drake. Yeah. BBL, Bad Bitches Love Drizzy. And use the beat. So you're leaning into the jokes that people are making. And then, unfortunately, he might just have to say, I f***ed all these guys, girls, and that's why they upset. Because I think at this point, it seems to me at this point, maybe like it seems like he's just trying to fuck everybody's girl. Put it that way. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And if you are that type of dude, like, and you're doing it specifically because it's a domination thing over the man, yeah, you're not gonna curry favor amongst the community.
And that's the reason why you got Drake that do that, thinking that's like a power move, or I shitted on this nigga, or I fucked your girl. That typical rap beef, that's normally what's said, or just arguing, period. When a nigga think that if he does that to another man, like that puts you over that man. Nah, man. That's why we read earlier, a man that committed adultery with a woman, lack of understanding, because you don't understand what you're doing when you do that nasty act, man. Because like I said, that's really gay, to be honest with you, if you're doing that, because you're putting your mouth and your rod in another man's property who he didn't goddamn, did all type of nasty shit with. We didn't got to go into detail about it, man.
Mm-hmm. And that's ego tripping.
Exactly.
Ego is for your earth guide only. It's not a spiritual guide. It's just off. And the Lord has put the spirit back on the true believers to see that that spirit of adultery is completely off.
That's right.
You got it, bro.
Rappers, not even just rappers. It's anybody he meets. It could be a fucking executive at a bank that he's working with. If he got a wife, I'm gonna try to fuck this guy's wife. Or whatever. Allegedly, Bobby Heltz has this sick. Oh, wait, tell me. This is like the rumor with this again. No one knows. But like, she does a pod with him. They're in the bed together doing the pod, right? Goes crazy viral. And then she breaks up with her husband shortly thereafter. And then there's all this speculation that he smashed and it caused an issue with the relationship. Again, no one knows if this is true, but this is like the rumor on there. Oh, wow. So the guy, she filed for divorce. What? The husband filed for divorce. Yeah. I mean, so, yeah, and listen, it just seems to me like when everybody in the industry, not a single person will stand up for you. So not one person has spoken out. To me, that means you don't have a lot of people in the industry that care about you winning. Yeah. Everybody seems to want a feature from Drake. Yeah. So I'm like, how has he not built up this great rapport with everybody? He's handing out features to everybody. They get these #1 singles. I'm looking at this from the outside. I'm a solo casual. But I'm like, wow, this is fucked up. This guy puts so many people on and nobody's standing up for him. This is crazy. All right, man. So there you guys.
And I wanted to make a quick point before we finish the video out, because when you looked at this this quote unquote beef that went on, and then just period, when you see the whole situation, guys like that are serial adulterers, those are the worst type of people in the world, man. All right, the men typically don't like being around people like that. Really, nobody likes being around people like that, because that ultimately is somebody that's stirring up strife, man. And the scriptures talk about that, man, real quick.
Yeah.
Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things do the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked inventions, feet that be swift in running to do mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And that's ultimately what adultery ends up doing, man. All right, a serial adulterer, he's constantly plotting on how to break up people's houses. That's why you have in the world, they used to call them home wreckers. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but that would really be, they would call that for women, but they would call men that too. You know, it says and he that sowed discord among brethren, because the effects of what adultery it ends up doing, all right, it sows discord amongst, you know, the brethren. And now that's what happened with IUIC, man. Now you can't have, you know, order really amongst that situation unless you cast that individual out. That's the only judgment that's, you know, applicable right now, because we can't physically put adulterers to death under Esau's laws, man. All right, so the best thing you could do is to cast him out among from the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And her.
and yeah, both. You know, both families, honestly, because it's a messed up situation, man. This is why, like I said, the Lord hates people like that, man. We're supposed to hate people like that, man. You know, let's finish this out.
Academics is actually the first person I ever heard speak about Drake like this publicly. He said the same things about Drake, and from what I'm hearing, this is commonly known in the industry that Drake likes to do this weird type of behavior behind the scenes. You know, he likes to sleep with anybody that he meets, woman. Like Andrew Schultz said, or his Cole said, you know, it doesn't even have to be a rapper. It could just be somebody he just met, and he just wants to sleep with their women.
You know, and I was just, you know, doing some light like research on what was being said here, and just like using Drake as a means for edification. It's true. A lot of the beef that he has in the industry was over, you know, him smashing somebody's woman. You know, and that's why I said the Lord is gonna have a very destructive and violent death for this nigga Drake and everybody that's like him, man. All right, because like I said, he gets his rocks off, or these people get their rocks off on smashing other men's women, man. All right, which is like I said, adultery.
Allegedly. So, check this out from academics. Hear what he had to say about the situation. Yo, Drake. Yo, Drake, I'ma just keep it a beam with you, bro. Bro, you my goat, you my favorite artist. But bro, you gotta stop the nigga behavior, bro. Why are you so fucking niggas bitches, bro? Like, you know niggas gonna hate you for life over that shit. Why the hell are you over here trying to sell these niggas bitches? Yo, the weekend, from what I've heard, he don't like. They had a little tit for tat, like when they heard that nigga hate Drake because Drake tried to or either his girl, bro. Like Drake, like you're foul for that. Why are you doing this? I'm listening to this nigga sing on this album, bro. Like this nigga, like clearly he's still mad. Drake, even as much as I defend you, you're a serial fucked up nigga, man. Wayne got locked up. You fucked his girl. Drama paid you for a feature. You fucked his girl. Yo, what's up with you, bro? What the fuck is going on with Drake, bro? Yo, Drake, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. Like, nigga, you're Drake. Of course you're gonna be able to fuck any girl. But when it's coming across like you don't got no goddamn morals, you don't got no integrity, how is everybody knowing you for fucking all everybody's girl? Why do you have so much beef, my brother? The Weeknd done dissed you. ASAP Rocky done dissed you.
All right, but the point being, adulterers are hated because they know, you know, we understand the stuff that comes from that situation, man. So that's why, just to mitigate all that, the Lord has it in the law to where these individuals have to be put to death, man. Okay, because a man, after he finds out, you know, that, you know, his woman has stepped out on him, hey, that man, he understands his property has been defiled, man, and he's liable to do whatever. You know, brothers that have, you know, been in that situation, you know, and have had their woman, you know, step out on them, you understand that the pain and the anger that comes out of that, man, and what you're wanting to do, but we can't do in this society, man. But that comes right in your mind the moment you find yourself in that situation. So, hey, the situation dealing with IUIC, okay, that man will be totally justifiable if he went and put that man that slept with his wife to death, man. Okay, he would have been righteous in the eyes of the Lord, but we know in this kingdom we can't do that. All right, but the feelings the feelings of hatred that come from that is justifiable by the scriptures, man.
Mm-hmm. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou giveth many gifts.
Right. So nothing that you could do could quell that man's, fire, because you slept with his woman, man. You have now defiled this man's property. So he would be totally justifiable for killing you, for killing her, because you see a lot of cases of men being locked up in jail over, murking somebody for sleeping with their woman. You see that all over the internet, man. World Star Hip Hop, like I said, black culture is famous for all these different, news stories and videos coming out of people being put to death because of adultery, man. Whether it's the man or the woman or both. You have what they call murder suicides. The man will kill both the people and then kill himself. But that's not the suicide part, but the man killing those people, that is justifiable by the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right, so to mitigate all these different things that we're going into, man, this is why you gotta just keep the women away. All right, hey, women belong where they're supposed to be at, while the men is bringing the word out. All right, we don't put ourselves in situations to breed that type of temptation. That's why the scriptures tell you to abstain from all appearances of evil. We don't put ourselves in situations where that could possibly happen, man. All right.
This is this book of Job, chapter 19, verse 29. Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishment of the sword, that ye may know that there is a judgment.
Right, and that's one of the things that we think about to keep us from committing this destructive act, man. Because we know it's a judgment that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring upon all those that take part in acts such as adultery, man. All right, great death is going to befall these type of people, man. All right, and this is why ultimately the law says what it says, man. Okay, so we can't be mad about it. All right, we just gotta accept it for what it is, man. This is part of us, coming back to being in that judge seat, man. You anything else?
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right, so with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. We want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders who great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to